Hey guys, it's Jacob with Steel Warrior Films. Today we're going to go over my personal way of cleaning and maintaining your steel sword. So today I am using my Viking sword. As you can see, it is a little nasty. We used this in our Fruit Ninja video, and I went out of town shortly after that, so I did not get it cleaned. But I have just recently been introduced to the cleaning product called Flitz. And this is not sponsored, but I really like this stuff. I've been using it for a little over a month now, and I'm very, very happy with the results. Before this, I used a combination of gun oil for cleaning. Used to use WD-40, but got a little smarter. WD-40 is a water-based spray, so we have moved over to strictly oil. I'm learning, we all keep learning, and that's why we're doing the sword fighting thing. You can always get better. So generally what I do with a sword that is really dirty, like this one is, y'all can see like right there, there's a good bit of rust. The rest of it's pretty much just stain, but I've got a nice little dollop of rust right there. What I do for ones that are really dirty and have that more aggressive rust, I use a wire wheel. And this is just me. I'm not a professional sword maintenancer or cleaner, but I find this to work. I've done it with all my swords. I've been doing this for 15, 16 years now. So this is my method. Highly recommend use eye protection because as anybody knows that has used these ever, you can lose some bristles. So I'm just gonna knock that piece of rust off really quick with the grinder and maybe see if a couple of these other spots are gonna come loose, and then we're going to flitz it. So, as y'all can see, got a nice bit of rust off of the pommel. Got the blade dusted up a little bit. Now we're gonna flitz it. So what I was told, and in reading the directions, is I'm gonna dot it on the blade, and I'm gonna work it in with a cloth. I think you can use a Brillo pad. I don't have any right now, and I haven't tried that yet, so I'm still just using a rag. If you look here at this sword next to me, you can see a little spot of red. That was from from Anna's short, How to Make Blood, and the application of blood that she used me for. So we're gonna use the flitz, just get that off of there. Otherwise, that sword is still really clean. Anna does a very good job in keeping her weapons nice. As you look around me, you see there's a lot of stuff in here. I have a lot of stuff going on, so I don't always get mine cleaned regularly, so I do more deep cleaning when I get around to it. But you should clean your sword as often as you possibly can. So we're just gonna make a couple of dots here on the blade. Got my, as y'all can see, I've been doing a decent amount with this. So. And again, if anybody has any comments or, I mean, even suggestions on how, if y'all know of a better way to do this, by all means, let me know. You know, comment on this video and just say, hey, we do it this way. I've found this to be better, and I would very much like to hear that. So you can kind of see a difference already. These little streaks that kind of look like blood vessels, that's, I believe that's from a cantaloupe. And then you look right there, and they're much, much lighter. So I think the flitz has taken them off already. I do not recommend using your sword to cut fruit if you're not going to clean it immediately afterwards. I am ashamed of myself for not cleaning it immediately, but that's what happens when you're helping direct and produce a video. I got busy. So that is our first round of flitz. Looks a lot better. So here is this side. As you can see, that's still pretty nasty looking. And then this is the flitzed side. So now let's do this side, see what it does. So this is one round of flitz on either side, just the blade. I haven't really done the quilling or the pommel, but I personally am very happy with the way flitz is working for my swords right now. Let me do this blade. And so this is a cleaner blade. As y'all can see, it looks really nice. Also, deburr your swords. I'm going to do that later this evening. I'm going to deburr all of mine in this one. It's been a little while since we filmed a fighting video, so I haven't really needed to, but we're going to start our fall shoots again here pretty soon. So for safety, we'll need our swords as smooth as possible. There's some flitz on it, and here we go. We'll see if we can't make this one look even better than it did. If you use flitz, try not to let it get on the leather because it will discolor the leather. That's not a big concern of mine. I don't care for my swords to look too fancy. I like them to look used. But I know some people are really specific on how their swords look. There, little red spot, all gone. Pieces of rag indicating that we need to deburr. So the way my sword instructor, who I have very high regard for his knowledge, he's been doing this, I think almost 30 years, maybe a little over. What he told me to do was to apply the flitz and then to wipe it off before it dries. So since I did the Viking first, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off so it doesn't have any residual left on it. And this is not the only coat I'm going to do. I'm going to do this probably a coat every other day for the next week or so, because I did that with one of my other swords to try the flitz out, and it worked really well. The sword looks the best it has in quite a while. So to sum up, this is how I clean my swords. I use a wire wheel to knock the rough off of them. Also, the wire wheel will take some of your burrs off. And then I use flitz, a rag, apply it, let it sit for a little bit, wipe it off, sword's good to go. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you're having a great day, have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.